Hey y'all. Um, I never really know what I'm gonna get on here and talk about. Maybe at some point I'll start writing things down to talk about on my videos. It's just I don't know. I don't. And it's mainly to keep everything truly authentic so you get the actual expressions from the revelations that come to me as I'm speaking it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really it. But I mean, it wouldn't hurt to write things down because y'all, I know I be kind of all over the place with the stories that I tell on here because, like, I'll be speaking on one thing and then I'm reminded of another, and now all of a sudden I'm talking about something different and always just trying to get back to the point of the message. But that's me, that's me authentically. And I don't know if you could notice, I got a little makeup, so I did a little winged eye. See it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did a little mascara. I've been saying for quite some time that I'm gonna get back into wearing makeup, just cause I want to. Like it's fun. It's fun, like dolling yourself up for real. And I haven't really worn makeup like that since high school. Like I put on foundation or whatever, like just to see how I look with it. And I never like how I look with foundation, but I feel like I must be doing it wrong. Just must be using the wrong products or whatever. Because I just want a natural beat, just a natural little everyday look, and it don't have to be heavy. Like just a little something, so I can feel like I'm doing something. Cause like I just like it. It's so cute, but yeah. I have no intentions of making this some type of makeup video or whatever. It's just what's on my mind at the moment. And something else I was thinking about before I turned on my camera is just the fact that I know I'm having a long pause here, but this is just kind of deep to me. I've been living in my van since before the year started, like in December, something like that. And it's been wonderful. The issue I have right now is with myself because I think I did talk a little bit on this like briefly, but just to speak a little more, like I'm disappointed in myself for not being happier. I'm just disappointed in myself for complaining and just wasting time. And I have to acknowledge the fact that in the midst of me complaining and wasting time, I'm actually doing things. It feels like I should be doing more. And I gotta say this too because it's coming to mind. I be authentic here. It feels like I'm talking to myself. Now, I know that I'm not because God has already shown me that this is a lucrative endeavor. you know, um, God has already shown me that this well is not dry. You know, that consistency is key. And that's something I'm working on too, my consistency, just in general. Because, okay, yeah, this is something I wanted to speak on. I'm glad I just thought about this. I have been spending a lot of my adult life, which hasn't been that much of it now, you know what I'm saying? But I've been spending a lot of it, like every time I get money, I spend it on whatever I want. You know, I intend on saving money, but at the end of the day, I wind up not saving a daggone dime. You feel me? So just living paycheck to paycheck. And I'm not complaining. I know it's because of me. I haven't been saving money. I haven't saved money for real since I was in high school. Because when I would work, I would just save my checks for real. Like, excuse me. I mean, I would spend money, but I just haven't saved money like I have back in high school since I moved out of my daddy's house after he passed away. I just haven't been saving money. And I often feel like I'm not doing all that great because I don't have any kids, and it's people out there with kids that would tell me or whoever else that don't have kids that we should be doing more. And even if like they don't say it, it's like kind of in the back of your head, like, you know, especially when you are around a lot of people with kids, or like you just know different people with kids and you know how they stress and all that. You just inherently just feel within yourself that you should be doing more, that you shouldn't complain or whatever. But at the end of the day, life is hard. Life, okay, and I can't say life is hard. It simply just ain't easy. Nobody said it was gonna be easy. You feel me? Because it would be a shame for me to sit up here and say my life is hard, because my life is not hard. Life is not hard for me, and I say that with pride. I say that with gratefulness in my heart, because you know what I'm saying. I ain't here to gloat or anything like that. It's just the truth. And I would be wrong to be sitting up here saying, you know, anything otherwise. And I mean, I suppose this is more like a video of me just decompressing and just letting it out, you know. Um, and I know it's people out there just like me, people that don't have kids, but it's just out here doing their best, Like, yo, I don't know if you like me, but like after I graduated high school, I intended to go to college. I had wanted to be a doctor and all this stuff, which I still have a vision for my life. It's just it doesn't look the way that it did when I was in high school. A lot has changed. A lot has happened. My mind has changed, and I realized like I only wanted to be a doctor because okay, I remember when I thought about being a doctor, it was because my mom was feeling sick and I was wanting to help her or whatever, get her whatever she needed. And suddenly I wanted to be a doctor. So, you know, for all these years, that was why. But when it came time, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be in college for all those years. I just didn't want to. I was glad to be graduating high school and getting out of there. Like in school, I mean, I used to actually like school, but to a certain degree, it was certain classes I liked, and you know that was just that. But yeah. Now I've just been working, just been keeping money flowing for me, just taking care of myself, you know. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. Right now, I don't have any kids. I'm so grateful for that, and it's not like I didn't try. God been protecting me from myself. And oh my gosh, I don't care if you a male or a female watching this. If you in the same boat, then you know where I'm coming from. You feel me? And if you do have kids, bruh, bless you and bless them. Like, I'm not here to knock anybody because it could have just as easily been me. It just ain't, you know? And I thank God for that too. Even if God say I never will have children of my own, then I'm be okay with that, because as much as I want kids, I feel like there's an equal amount of me that don't want kids probably for the same reasons. Like, you know, like it's beautiful and all that, but I don't know when I will have the mental and emotional and just all those capacities to take care of another human being. I am still getting it together with myself. Okay? I am. And let me tell you this. I also had wanted a little dog. God blessed me with a dog that I did not take good care of in the beginning, at least. In the beginning, I was an awful mother to that dog, and it cost her her life in the end. I don't know how we started talking about this, but I had been saying I wanted to speak about this on my channel too, so we're going to talk about this. Her name was Lila. She was a wonderful dog. So this is how I got her. I was getting me some pizza from Little Caesars, and I saw this lady holding a little puppy on her chest, and it was her and her husband. They was sitting under this tree. It was probably asking for money or something. I didn't know, but I saw her holding a little puppy, and I didn't even know that they had a buggy by them that I didn't even see when I was walking over there. So I was walking over there with $5 in hand because I was gonna like ask if I could pet the little puppy for, just pay her something, like, just because I wanted to pet the little puppy, right? So when I asked her that, she turned around and said, well, you could buy one of these puppies here. I mean, it's as if the buggy just appeared there, because I didn't see it there when I walked up, but it had to be there, but whatever. So yeah, I wound up buying her that day, because they were practically giving the doggies away. But I didn't go over there intending to get her that day. I didn't intend on that at all, but I got her because I really did want a puppy, and I was able to buy her. So I got her, and I did what I thought I could do. Like, I fed her. In the very beginning, I did try to take her on walks and whatever, but she was scared, and if I had known better, I would have kept trying to take her on walks. I would have kept trying to get her used to being outside, but no, I tried maybe once, maybe twice, and I just left her on the patio outside, and I just kept her fed, cleaned up after her when she used it out there and whatever. And I was just always gone. Like, I was so trying to, I had a little boyfriend at the time too, trying to figure things out with him and stuff. And like, my mind, I just was not in the right place. And I asked for her. I asked for that little dog. And just imagine if that had been a child. I feel like it's an equal amount of like severity on the abuse that happened. You know what I'm saying? It's equal. And I abused her because I did not take care of her. She was neglected in my care, and I have to be honest about that. And I wanted God to bless me with one of His angels. I mean, that was one of His angels, but I mean, like, coming through my womb, I was not ready. But just to finish off the story with her, in the end, like, okay, so for one, she almost died because she had so many fleas on her, and they were basically eating her alive. She had worms. I don't know if she had heartworms, but rather she had worms. And I wound up giving her some medicine, and I nursed her back to health. And at some point, actually, after I broke up with that boyfriend of mine, because he was actually locked up for the majority of the time we was together, and I was putting money on his books. I barely had money to eat for myself. Child. I was putting money on his books, making sure I had money for her to eat, and making sure I had food, which I barely had, but I made it work somehow. Anyway, after I broke up with him, I had more money to myself. So that's when I became a better mother to her. I started getting her regular vet visits, and I was buying her the good food from PetSmart, the more expensive stuff. And I was taking her on more walks. And it wasn't until she had bit me. Okay, she bit me twice. The first time was when she was chilling in her cage, bro. She was chilling. The door was open. She was just chilling in her little bed, and it looked to me that she was like hanging off of her bed. So I decided that I was gonna, like, just try to nudge her over a bit so she could be more comfy. But obviously she was comfy enough because she didn't need me. Anyway, she had bit my thumb when I went to try to make her more comfy. She went to barking at me and all that, but she was obviously comfy enough. I just thought she whatever. But that was the first time she bit me, and I was so scared too. I mean, I didn't really interact with her for a couple of days after that. I fed her, but like, I was scared, but I wanted to give her, another chance. I was like, obviously I did something wrong. About how, it's not like I was the best mother to her. Now, it wasn't the second time she bit me that I had to call the animal control. The second time it was when one of the rent men came over, and I don't even remember why he was in my apartment. Oh, he was doing some type of cheap ass shit to fix my window. Anyway, I put her in the bathroom, but she got out the bathroom and was chasing after him. I was trying to get her, and she bit me again and all that. And after he left, I was like, I just wound up calling animal control. I did not know that if I was to call them and let them know that she had bit me, that they would put her down because she now has a bite record. I didn't know that. And honestly, at some point, I knew that I couldn't take care of her. And if I had done well enough research, I could have sent her away to the Humane Society or something to save her life, to prevent her from ever biting me in the first. Well, yeah, she didn't need me touching her, obviously, because she went and bit me when I went to make her more comfy, but she was just fine. But I let that one slide, even though I was scared having her for like the next couple of days. But it wasn't until she bit me for the second time that I wound up calling animal control, and I didn't know they was gonna put her down because after I hadn't told them about her biting me, they she got a bite record now, so they had to put her down. They couldn't send her to somebody else's household or whatever. So yeah, my neglect of her costed her life because she no longer trusted me, and so she bit me. And I don't blame her for biting me. I was just afraid of her. I wanted her out of my house at that point. But I don't blame her. She's an animal. She's a divine being. She is conscious. She knows that I just wasn't good to her. And I don't blame her for that. I hope that she can forgive me. Yes, my deceased dog, Lila. I hope that she can forgive me. I'm going to end this video right here because it keeps cutting and it took me a little minute just to get this part in. So I'll talk to y'all again soon.